Hello. My name is Abigail Lowery. I'm running for the state assembly in the 37th district, which includes DeForest, where I live. It goes east to include Windsor, towns of Bristol and York, just north of Sun Prairie, Columbus, Waterloo, Watertown, Ixonia, and various small towns and villages in the southern third of Dodge County. I am currently a stay-at-home parent of two kids. And I also serve as a DeForest Village trustee on the DeForest Village board. I've been serving in that role for over 3 years now. Before that, I was a special education teacher and worked in various jobs supporting people with developmental disabilities. One major thing that motivates me to run for office is I really feel that our district needs and deserves better, more responsive representation. Our current representative just follows along with party leadership. He's not very responsive to phone calls, emails, or even when his constituents take the time out of their day to come visit him at the state capitol. I've talked to several residents in the district where they let the representative know that they were coming to the Capitol, wanted to speak with him on a certain issue, and he was not there and gave no indication why he wasn't there or provide a different time to meet with them. And I really feel like that people deserve better. And I know that I would be a very responsive representative because that's how I am right now as a village trustee. Some of the major issues that I'm running on, the first one, my top priority is nonpartisan redistricting legislation. Part of it is motivated personally because I live in DeForest, which is carved up into 3 different assembly districts. And I've seen as a constituent and also as a local elected official how negatively that has affected DeForest and getting our voices heard. And actually, Windsor is also in the same situation. They're carved up into 3 different assembly districts. And then also just in general with the state, it's gerrymandering is not good for people to get their voices heard, for their votes to count. Historically, it's been gerrymandering has been a process for politicians to rig the maps to benefit their party and their party's incumbents, and creating these safe seats that my current representative benefits from. And so I really want nonpartisan redistricting so we can have fair maps, competitive elections, and more accountability with our elected officials, where they really want to make sure that they do a good job for their constituents and represent all the people in their district. Another big priority of mine is support for public education, and within that, special education. As I said before, I'm a former special education teacher. And when I was teaching, I saw the effects of the big cuts to state aid to public education back in 2011. And it really directly affected my students who had special needs and obviously have needs for more staff, more resources. And we were really struggling at that time to get the students the things and support that they needed. So I definitely see both special education and public education, how important it is that the state provides adequate aid to them and support. And then also to make sure that all children across the state, no matter where they live, they all receive a quality education that allows them to pursue whatever path in life they choose. And then I'll keep it at 3. My next priority is I want the state to accept the federal Medicaid expansion money. We would cover more people with health care while also saving money. And that money that the state saves could be used in, well, a variety of ways, depending on the priorities of the people. But one way that's close to my heart is if we could increase the reimbursement rate for direct care workers for people that work directly with our senior citizens and fellow citizens with disabilities. We would see more consistent care, better quality of life. And of course, those workers provide such an important service in our communities that they should be paid a living wage and good benefits. We want them to stick around and do a very good job supporting our loved ones with disabilities and our older loved ones. Oh, and then how people can help and get more involved. We would really appreciate there are phone calls that you can make to voters in the district. I've had really good responses to people in the district willing to vote for me. It's just a matter of we could use help with reaching more voters. That would help with the election results. We also are starting text banking to kind of follow up with voters who maybe have an absentee ballot out and just making sure they know how and and when to turn in their ballots and how to do so correctly. And then also if you live, maybe somewhere in the Dane County, Dodge County, Columbia County, or Jefferson County area, if it's within reach for you, we are also doing lit drops across the district. So if you would like to get kind of more actively involved, we would appreciate that help. You can reach out to us through our website, LoweryForWisconsin.com, LoweryForWI.com. And email address is pretty much the same, LoweryForWisconsin@gmail.com.